Hey guys, I was tagged by Tyler over at Simply Fragrance to do this tag. This is going to be my 10 out of 10, like perfect 10 fragrances. These are the ones, as it would suggest, that I would consider they are a perfect 10 out of 10 rating. With these, I based that on scent alone. I didn't base it on performance because a couple of them, I mean, they're not going to, I guess last 12 hours or anything like that. I based it strictly on the scent. The scents that I think are just a fantastic, perfect 10 of 10 scent. Tried to do some with different types of scent profiles so you just don't have like, I don't know, a bunch of blues or a bunch of like florals or anything like that. So a whole bunch of different stuff, a wide range of stuff. And let's go ahead and dive into this. All right, so welcome to the Fragrance Wardrobe. Okay guys, so before I dive into this list, I do want to remind you guys to please like, comment, and subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. And I do want to tag a couple of people to do this list. I know Tyler tagged a lot of people, so I want to tag a couple of smaller channels. They've subscribed to my channel. I've been interacting with them. They're below 100 subscribers, so I want to show them the love. I'm going to tag Ismell, will be linked in the description. I also want to tag Hazy Fragrance Reviews. He will be linked in the description as well. Those are two brand new channels on YouTube. They're under 100 subscribers. Wanted to go and tag them, show them some love, so go support them. I will link their channels in the description so you can easily find them. Okay, let's go ahead and dive into this. Now, Tyler did 10 fragrances. I'm doing 11 because there's one I just could not leave out that I've really been enjoying lately. So let's go ahead and start with number one. Number one's going to come from the House of Kilian. This one is Moonlight in Heaven. I absolutely adore this scent. This is a tropical, I guess it's classified as a tropical scent. It does have a lot of tropical notes in it. I think it has like some mango, maybe, so I don't know. I don't know all the notes, but there are a bunch of tropical notes in here. It smells really good. Now, when you think of a tropical fragrance, you think coconut, sunscreen, that type of thing. This is not what that is. You have the tropical notes just blend together really well, and it's a very elegant tropical style of scent, but it can go year round, and I think this thing dresses up so well. This is like a dressed up like dinner date in the summer evening type of fragrance. I've worn this like daytime casually also, but it just goes really well in that situation. It's so elegant, such a great fragrance. I think this creation is a 10 out of 10 in my book. For me personally, 10 out of 10. Of course, this is all subjective, so you guys might think that fragrance is crap. It's a 0 out of 10, but these are what I like. All right, next up, this is my first fragrance I bought from the House of Tom Ford. I bought this one based off of Brian Sakawa over at He Spoke Style. I've watched a lot of his stuff because he has a lot of like different suits and that type of thing. And I'm really into dressing up. Obviously not today, but I am really into dressing up. Well, anyway, him and his wife, they landed on some like top date night fragrances, and this one was like what she thought was the best. This is Tom Ford Tuscan Leather right here. Love this scent. I love leather scents. Now, ombre leather, I like that one, but I don't love it. Tuscan leather, I do love. This one, it has some raspberry mixing in there with that Tuscan leather. It does perform pretty well. It just smells really good. It has like this boss-like attribute to the scent, and I can't get enough of it. I can't wait for the fall. I am enjoying wearing my summer scents and all of that, but I mean, I just can't wait to bust this one out. This thing smells phenomenal, in my opinion. Maybe not yours if you're not a leather fan. Next up, I think this one is a little bit underrated. I don't see it hardly on anyone's channel. I really don't see anybody putting it in list videos, but it is an amazing scent. I first smelled this in the fall when we did the online 2020 Scent Explorer thing. I got a decant. It's from Wilhelm Perfumery. It's Morning Chess. Right there. You get a magnetic cap with this. But like I said, we're rating the scent, not the performance, not the presentation, although this has an amazing presentation. The scent on this, some people, I guess, have tried to, liken it to Aventus. I don't get that. I don't have a bottle of Aventus. I have like a big, giant decant of Aventus. Nah, not really my thing. But this, I think where they get that is there's a smokiness going on in there that I guess kind of can be likened to a smoky batch of Aventus. But this is so much more. It's like a green fragrance. When you first smell it, you kind of get a little bit of like a grassy green or like a knoll type of green, really fancy there. And it's smoky. So you get like a smoky green style of scent. Love the scent. I haven't worn it enough. In fact, tomorrow I'm wearing this one to work. This thing, for me, it is a 10 out of 10 scent. If you haven't tried it, try it. Get a decant. It smells phenomenal. It smells really, really good. All right, moving along. This one you may have just seen if you've been watching my channel. I did a Nostamato haul, and yeah, I picked up 3 fragrances. This one was the standout fragrance for me. I can't give myself all the credit for discovering this. I have to give Tim over at the Smelly Suite the credit. He talked about this a bunch last fall, winter, and I finally found a really good deal on it at Kingdom Fragrances. So go check out Steve's website over at Kingdom Fragrances, because I paid like $95 or $100 for this, which is pretty good. This one is Borunda. I love the presentation on there, but again, we're not rating presentation, we're rating scent. And I absolutely adore boozy style scents, especially if it's a realistic boozy type of scent. This one is. When I first sprayed this on my hand, I literally, like, my mind was like, wait, am I at a bar? Is there a shot glass of whiskey sitting in front of me at the bar? Because the whiskey note in this thing is so realistic, especially like when you first spray it. I mean, it smells like a freaking glass of whiskey. Be careful. Don't get pulled over wearing this. You might catch a DWI or at least get a sobriety test. Definitely don't wear this out on a night on the town while you're drinking, because it's not going to help you if you get pulled over smelling like this. The whiskey note is just so natural. And I haven't even worn this, like given it a full wearing. I tried it out on my hand when I first did the first impressions, and just that alone has like made this a 10 out of 10 scent for me. It's a 10 out of 10. Hands down, 10 out of freaking 10. Okay, now the first couple there, a little bit expensive, niche fragrances. Well, except for Tom Ford, but that's his private blend and it's pretty expensive. We're going to go a little bit cheaper now. So if you're like, ah, crap, this dude's like only talking about expensive crap. No, this one's going to be a little bit cheaper. It's from the house of Cartier. That's Linval. I have the EDT. I think the EDP actually came out before the EDT on this one, I think. Now, when I decided on this one, I chose it because from what I was reading, the EDT was a little bit better suited for warmer weather. So I wanted it like that for warm weather. This one smells phenomenal. You have to like honey. It's a honey and citrus opening. That's the scent I get. It's just a very sophisticated type of honey and citrus in there. If you don't like honey, you're not going to like this, but it's soft. Maybe there's a touch of powderiness, maybe just a touch, but all in all, what I love this for is that honey citrus combination, and it smells so sophisticated. And just so good. It works in even the heat of the summertime. I wouldn't go super heavy in the summer, but it still works, and it dresses up so well. This is definitely a 10 out of 10 scent for me. Moving along, we have another designer. This one's from the house of Chanel. This one, Allure Sport Eau Extreme, right here. Now, Allure Sport, the EDT, I sell more of that, I think, because of the added freshness in there. But what I really love is the O Extreme. Man, it smells so good. This is definitely a 10 out of 10 scent for me. I love wearing this dressed down, dressed up, any situation. You can wear it year round. And I like this one over the EDT because it has a little bit more of a creamy sweetness in the base. So the EDT, you'll have a lot more freshness from the citrus and you have a vanilla base. But in this one, you still have that citrus, you still have some of that freshness, but you lose a little bit of it because you're trading off some base notes. The base notes in this, you'll have tonka bean, and you're going to have sandalwood that really creams it out and smooths this thing out. And it's one of my favorite scents. It really is. So it's going to have to be a 10 of 10 scent for me. All right, next up, we have one back to niche, back to expensive. We're doing Parfums de Marly, and I'm going Sedley right here. I've worn this a few times since I've gotten it now. I've worn it out for a night out on the town. I've worn it to work. I've worn it casually. It is citrus, citrus, citrus that lasts. And I love, it has like an effervescence to it, almost like a fizzy 7-Up type of feel in that citrusy, I guess, scent. And it just smells so good. I don't know if you could find somebody who just does not like this scent. Maybe you might find some people who are indifferent, but I don't think you can find anyone who hates the smell of Sedley. I did hear the first batch didn't perform very well, like that first year. I obviously did not get that batch because mine performs extremely well, like 7-8 hours, and that's pretty good for a citrus-based scent. Just smells so good. Love this one so much. Next up, I'm actually about to do a full review of this one and do a full bottle unopened like giveaway. I have the unopened package of this when I drop that full review, so be subscribed, look for that review, and you can win a full bottle of this. This one does not get talked about, at least I don't see it get talked about. I'm not subscribed to every channel, but I'm subscribed to a lot of channels, and I comment on almost everything I watch to show support for other content creators, but I've not seen this one on really anybody else's channel. This is from a Lab on Fire. It's a Boulevard called Sunset. This scent is so good. Now, you have to like violet. If you don't like violet, you won't like this. Personally, for some reason, I really enjoy the note of violet. I like it in Mont Blanc Emblem. I like it in other things. But this one, it does something a little bit different. You have some leather. I think it's suede leather that's in here. You also have vanilla, so it's like creamy. So you have like this violet that just lasts throughout the life of the fragrance, but has a creaminess, a touch of a sweetness from the vanilla. You get a little bit of that leather, giving it a little bit something else in the fragrance. And for me, it's just an awesome creation. Really, really enjoy it. I've not smelled anything else like this one. It just smells great. For me, this is definitely a 10 out of 10 scent. Next up, I wore this yesterday to work actually, and I love it. Love everything from the house. This is from George Zaharoff over at World of Zaharoff. This is his original signature pour homme right here. And my goodness, this is good. Best lavender I've ever smelled. Hands down, I love lavender. This is the best. It's like a creamy lavender. You get a little bit of a soapiness. It gets likened to a barbershop style fragrance, but I think it's so much more than just a barbershop fragrance. This thing smells incredible. If you like lavender, this is the best lavender fragrance you can buy. I think it's only like $95 for a bottle this size, and it's worth every penny, guys. You can also get a free sample. Go on the website, there's a little thing at the top. You can order a free sample because George takes care of his people like that, and he will send you a free little decant so you can try it before you buy it. All in all, This thing is amazing. Yeah, and I have everything George has made so far, except for his like very, very first fragrance that was like in Neiman Marcus and all of that. So if any of you guys ever see that thing on eBay or know somebody selling it, do hit me up on here, Instagram, email, something. Let me know, because I will pay for it. I want it so I can have everything. All right, next up we have, this was from Daniel Josier, and it's a Spanish niche house. And this one I actually first smelled in decant form from my buddy Jim over at Heart Notes TV. Go check out his channel. Jim, if you're watching this, you need to upload some more videos like soon, because I enjoy watching your stuff. I'll link Jim's channel in the description as well. Go check him out. This one from Daniel Josier. Great presentation on these. This one is green leather. Right there. Green leather. Love this scent. He sent me this last fall so I could just kind of, you know, sample it. We trade decants back and forth. Love it. It has a raspberry note, kind of a fruity raspberry note. And I think this might have some suede leather. Don't let the name green leather fool you. This isn't like a leather dominant fragrance at all. It has a sweetness, has like a raspberry, maybe like a suede leather or something like that in there. There's a green feel you get from it, and it smells really good. The oils are high quality, just everything about it. It's just a high quality fragrance. Love it. Now, I wouldn't wear this in the heat of the summer because it does kind of have that thick, sweet kind of feel to it. Not candy sweet or anything like that, but a little bit fruity sweet. So it might get, you know, to be a little too much in the high heat, but springtime, fall time, perfect for that one. Okay, number 11. Number 11 is one that was just released. It's one of the Zen Creator fragrances. This one, I'm kind of getting into iris. I have a few iris fragrances. Some I like more than others, but this is by far my favorite iris fragrance I have in my collection. I think it's a perfect 10 of 10 because it's the best iris I think I own. It's TLTG Reviews, Business Over Pleasure right here. This one catching a little bit of flack. Of course, there's a lot of Ross haters out there or whatever. People try to say it lasts for 30 minutes. It doesn't. I get about 6 hours longevity. It's not a super long lasting fragrance, no, and it's not a monster projector, but it's created for like an office environment, which you don't want all like reaching out and touching people in the cubicle next to you, like violating their olfactory senses. This one, it stays in your space and all of that. But the scent, for me, 10 out of 10 scent. It opens up. I get a little bit of pepper mixing with the iris, and then that kind of dies down. As I get into the heart, I get the Gaiac wood coming up, giving a smoky nuance to that iris, and I love that smoky nuance in this iris. That is, I've just fallen in freaking love with that scent. I really, really enjoy it. I enjoy it so much. I usually use cheapies out of the shower, like, you know, just spray away fragrances out of the shower. But like 2 nights ago, I wore this out of the shower too, just because like I just love the scent so much. It is a remarkable iris fragrance. I mean, I haven't tried every iris fragrance out on the market. I own a few, and for me though, that's my favorite. So 10 out of 10 for Business Over Pleasure. All right, guys. So those are my 11 fragrances that I gave 10 out of 10 based on scent alone, not based on performance or presentation, anything like that. Just based on the scents that I'm getting when I smell them on my skin. Those are 10 out of 10 for me. All right. I do look forward to seeing what Ismell and Hazy Fragrance Reviews come up with. Do let me know, guys, when you drop that video so I can check it out. You guys go check out their new content. Yeah, and so go support those smaller channels. Go give those guys some views, some likes, show them some love. Yeah, so comment in the comments. Let me know what you guys own that you consider 10 out of 10 like scent based fragrances. Your favorite 10 out of 10 scent, not performance, not, you know, I guess presentation, just the scent alone. See, I want to get turned on to some new fragrances because I'm always on the hunt for something new. All right, please do remember, give the video a like, give me that comment, and hit the red subscribe button. Slide on over, ring the bell for notifications. Catch you guys with the next video. Thank you for watching.